Fidel Castro quotes on the channel. Be wise.
I am Fidel Castro and we have come to liberate Cuba.
I would not vote for the mayor. It's not just because he didn't invite me to dinner, but because on my way into town from the airport there were such enormous potholes.
A revolution is not a bed of roses. A revolution is a struggle between the future and the past.
I think that a man should not live beyond the age when he begins to deteriorate, when the flame that lighted the brightest moment of his life has weakened.
I began revolution with 82 men. If I had to do it again, I'd do it with 10 or 15 in absolute faith. It does not matter how small you are if you have faith and plan of action.
None of us has any personal interest above the interests of the country. Our country is more important than our careers.
The people respect and believe in men who fulfill their duty.
Religious faith, like political belief, should be based on reasoning, on the development of thought and feelings. The two things are inseparable.
North Americans don't understand that our country is not just Cuba. Our country is also humanity.
There is plenty of building material and more than enough manpower to make a decent home for every Cuban. But if we continue to wait for the golden calf, 1,000 years will have gone by, and the problem will remain the same.
Condemn me. It does not matter. History will absolve me.
My idea, as the whole world knows, is that the capitalist system now doesn't work either for the United States or the world, driving it from crisis to crisis, which are each time more serious.
What prevails in every corner of this globalized world is the real struggle of our species for its own survival.
I will never retire from politics, the revolution, or the ideas I have.
The squandering of oil and gas is associated with one of the greatest tragedies, not in the least resolved, which is suffered by humankind: climate change.
No one even knows 1% of the fabulous history of man. But thanks to history, we know about occurrences that go beyond the limits of the imaginable.
The fact is, when men carry the same ideals in their hearts, nothing can isolate them, neither prison walls nor the sod of cemeteries. For a single memory, a single spirit, a single idea, a single conscience, a single dignity will sustain them all.
It constitutes a superhuman effort to lead any people in times of crisis. Without them, the changes would be impossible.
I don't think it is so difficult to solve the problems between Cuba and the United States. It all depends on whether there is a dialogue, a discussion, or if the prejudices and hatred of people like the extremists and terrorists from the Cuban community, who try to impose their policies, prevail.
Quality of life lies in knowledge, in culture. Values are what constitute true quality of life, the supreme quality of life, even above food, shelter and clothing.
The existing world economic order constitutes a system of plundering and exploitation like no other in history. Thus, the peoples believe less and less in statements and promises.
No political event can be judged outside of the era and the circumstances in which it took place.
I'm not attached to anything. I'm attached to what it feels it's my duty to do my duty. I think that I will die with the boots on.
Soon, I'll be like all the others. The time will come for all of us, but the ideas of the Cuban communists will remain.
Thanks for watching. And thanks to Fidel Castro for the quotes. In the end, as the author of the channel, I want to give you advice. Watch the video on this channel and try to understand and comprehend each quote, because it will help you.